Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the online presentation of the University of Nicosia. My name is Natalie Demirjan, and I'm a Senior Admissions Counselor. As you all know, the coronavirus pandemic has affected educational systems worldwide, leading to the near total closures of schools, colleges, as well as universities. In response to the current situation, the University of Nicosia has switched to virtual learning by making use of its distance learning platforms, thus limiting the disruption of education. Now, today, I will speak to you a little bit about the university in general, as well as the different programs of study and the academic environment. Following my presentation, my colleagues Galina Yaneva and Helen Constantinou from the admissions team will also be joining me so that they can answer any questions that you may have. Now, the University of Nicosia is the largest university in Cyprus and the largest university in Southern Europe that teaches primarily in English, welcoming over 12,000 students from more than 70 countries across the globe. The university offers over 100 programs of study at bachelor's, master's, and doctoral levels, and it cooperates with more than 400 universities abroad for Erasmus exchange and student mobility programs. It is also #1 in the world for blockchain and digital currency. It has a modern campus made up of 20 buildings, and it has also contributed significantly to the creation of 25 research centers and related academic institutions. In addition to this, the 2020 Times Higher Education University Impact Rankings ranked the University of Nicosia as the number 42 university in the world in the core area of quality education. The University of Nicosia is based on academics, research, and the UNIC city. We have the first and largest medical school in Cyprus. We are European leaders in online distance education, and we are #1 in blockchain education. You can also see the areas of research conducted at the University of Nicosia, focusing on blockchain, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and neuroscience. Now, UNIC City is a vibrant campus made up of 20 modern university buildings, including the University of Nicosia's official student residences, which consist of 3 separate complexes. The residences are surrounded by more than 70 restaurants, coffee shops, pubs, bars, all within walking distance. Now, the University of Nicosia's home campus is based in Nicosia, Cyprus, but it has also established regional study centers in Athens, Bucharest, and New York in order to support its students globally, as well as enhance collaboration with leading universities as well as companies around the world. Here, we can see a map which shows our multinational student body. As you can see, we have over 12,000 students from more than 70 countries. The University of Nicosia was ranked among top universities in the EECA region by QS World University Rankings. The university's global outlook and internationalization efforts have recently been recognized by QS World University Rankings, with the university ranking at number 106 and 91 in the emerging Europe and Central Asia region. Now, a little bit about academics. The University of Nicosia aspires to be a leading contributor to excellence in education as well as research. Due to this fact, it has been constantly receiving top rankings, awards, as well as accreditation from different bodies. We also offer many innovative distance learning programs, both at bachelor's and master's levels. First university in Europe to receive a 5-star rating for our online distance learning following an assessment by the QS Intelligence Unit. Now, the University of Nicosia is internationally recognized for its blockchain and cryptocurrency initiative in the fields of teaching, research, and development. It is the first university in the world to offer a free online course. The course is called Introduction to Digital Currencies, And since 2014, this course has been followed by over 30,000 students from 85 countries, and it was also recognized in Forbes.com last December as among the best offered in the world today. Now, all the University of Nicosia programs have received academic recognition from the Cyprus Ministry of Education and Culture and are accredited by the Cyprus Agency of Quality Assurance and Accreditation in Higher Education. The university is also recognized by NARIC as equivalent and corresponding to the Greek universities. Moreover, it has full professional certification in Cyprus on relevant programs by the Cyprus Scientific and Technical Chamber. Now, regarding the language of instruction, most of our programs are offered entirely in English. We do, however, have a few programs which are offered entirely in Greek, as well as other programs for which a few courses are offered in Greek during the first 2 years. Now, at the University of Nicosia, we offer a student-focused teaching environment. We have the Ariston test. Both applicants as well as students have the opportunity to take the Ariston Careers Test, which is an expert system that is able to identify the type of career that most suits each person's character. The result of the Ariston test can also assess whether someone's personality matches up with the requirements of a particular work environment or a specialization. Therefore, this way, students are able to choose the correct program to study. Also, our classes are quite small, as we usually have a maximum of 30 students in each class. In fact, for architecture class, we have achieved the highest faculty to student ratio in Europe, with 17 students per classroom. This means that each student can have personal contact with the tutor during class. And also, in addition to this, the lecturers also have office hours where students can visit them and ask any questions they might have. In addition to this, all our students also get to have their personal academic advisor during their studies at the university. The academic advisor assists the students to choose their lessons at the beginning of each semester, as well as provides help with any academic issues or difficulties with specific courses that students might have during their studies. And of course, we have innovative teaching methods and a wide range of labs. We have IT labs, engineering labs, architecture labs, multimedia and digital communication labs, design labs, psychology labs, hospitality management labs, art labs, performing arts, life and health sciences labs, as well as medical labs. We also have many classrooms, amphitheaters, study areas, as well as the second biggest library in Cyprus, where students can borrow books from and also have access to a wide range of electronic sources. Now, the University of Nicosia has 6 schools: School of Business, School of Education, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Law, School of Sciences and Engineering, and the Medical School. We offer more than 100 different programs of studies, both conventional and distance learning. Now, if you would like to receive more information regarding a specific program of study which interests you, I will also give you my contact details at the end of the presentation, and you can contact me so that I can assist you with all your queries. Here, you can see some of the partnerships that we currently hold with top universities around the world. These include the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, the Hellenic Open University, the University of Patras, the University of Peloponnese, St. George's University of London, University of Innsbruck, University of Padova, University of Zagreb, University of Western Sydney, and the MGIMO University. Now, at the University of Nicosia, we encourage our students to take part in different study abroad programs and experience different cultures in order to develop their confidence and become more independent. As I previously said, we have a cooperation with more than 400 different universities for our Erasmus programs. At the beginning of my presentation, I already mentioned our medical school, which is the first and largest medical school in Cyprus. In 2011, we started the first ever medical degree in Cyprus, the MBBS program, in collaboration with St. George's University of London, which is the UK's second oldest medical school and among the top 250 universities globally. Following that, we introduced the 6-year MD degree, 3 master's degrees in public health, health services and administration, and family medicine, as well as a PhD in medical sciences. We currently have over 740 students from 58 countries, including the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, as well as different European countries. Now, our new high-tech facilities allow us to offer a very high standard of education. For example, here you can see the medical school library. Our clinical labs, as well as the anatomy center, are also located on our very modern premises. The University of Nicosia participates in a wide field of research with local and international interest. Our researchers focus on exploring modern challenges, including new technological and scientific advancements, as well as humanities and social sciences. As I mentioned earlier, the University of Nicosia has also contributed significantly to the creation of 25 research centers and related academic institutions. Among them is the Institute for the Future, which focuses on 3 major areas of research and study: enhanced and virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and blockchain cryptocurrency technologies. Here you can see a picture of our campus. The University of Nicosia's modern campus is made up of 20 modern buildings situated in the bustling suburb of Engomi in Nicosia. Over the last few years, we have invested over 100 million euros in our campus infrastructure. The expansive allows us to provide specialized facilities to support each academic department. The whole neighborhood is oriented towards student life, allowing for a unique social experience characterized by community interaction, diversity, learning, and fun. In addition to the teaching facilities, the campus provides the full set of student amenities and support services. You can walk to almost any building on campus within 15 minutes, while there is a large free car park for off-campus students in the center of the campus. There are also many restaurants, cafeterias, and shops, both on and off campus, as well as many entertainment options suitable for all budgets. Now, these are the fitness facilities of our university. The university's recently constructed UFIT Fitness Center has brand new state-of-the-art equipment as well as innovative classes, and our students can benefit from special rates. UFIT Express is a small gym which is located in each of our student residences and can be used by the students residing on campus. Now, we aim to give our students a unique student experience, and therefore we make sure to provide them with the adequate help that they require for them to be able to deal with any issues that they might encounter during their studies. Now, the Student Success Center provides counseling and academic support for different subjects. Also, the Student Support Team and the Center for Therapy Training and Research provide counseling sessions to students who may have learning disabilities or difficulties in adjusting. In addition to this, the Career Center acts as a link between graduates and employers and gives the opportunity to both students as well as graduates to find jobs and internships all around the world. Finally, the Accommodation Office assists students in finding accommodation in the University of Nicosia's official student residences. Now, our residences consist of 3 separate complexes: 6, U, and Triangle, and are among the most stunning student accommodations ever constructed in Europe. Now, let me show you a video of our impressive residences so that you can see what they look like by yourself. UNIC residence amenities include 6 restaurants and cafes, a mini market, an exclusive rooftop bar and lounge, gyms, TV rooms, study rooms, laundry rooms, as well as games areas. There is also parking bicycle racks for all the residents. Security is also very high, as there is a 24-hour reception, a CCTV system, as well as electronic access control, as each resident has their own personal access card to the building. Now, these are a few photos of the residences. You can see the inside and the areas outside as well, 6, view, and triangle, with all the amenities that I mentioned. Now, right before the start of our fall semester, the University of Nicosia offers a free orientation program for all new students to be able to adjust with university life. UNIC September includes free English language courses, as well as orientation and bonding activities, such as presentations, day trips, sports activities, as well as a UNIC City campus tour. This year, our fall semester will be commencing on the 28th of September 2020. This is a picture of one of the social activities organized at the University of Nicosia. And of course, the University of Nicosia maintains high standards athletics program. For example, we have a range of fun sports activities throughout the academic year. There's a great way to meet people of similar interests. We have sports such as paintball, bowling, table tennis, beach soccer, beach volleyball, hiking, as well as diving. Now, the sports clubs are also very popular with our students. They operate on a volunteer level, and they motivate students to learn and try new sports activities. These include things such as aerobics, fitness, basketball, bowling, cricket, martial arts, etc. Now, the University of Nicosia offers its graduates global career opportunities and is also the founder of the Cyprus Career Expo, which is the largest annual career and employment event ever organized in Cyprus. The Cyprus Career Expo offers an opportunity for potential candidates to meet the largest employers in Cyprus, inquire for job openings, hold interviews, as well as participate in interesting seminars and exciting events. Now, in order for you to be admitted to the University of Nicosia, you would need to complete an online application form and submit your high school living certificate for evaluation. For most of our programs, a high school living certificate with a grade of 75% and above is adequate. We do, however, have additional requirements for a few of our programs, such as medicine, pharmacy, mechanical engineering, architecture, graphic communication, applied multimedia, interior design, music, and dance. We have already started accepting applications for the academic year 2020-2021, which will be commencing, as I said, on the 28th of September. At the University of Nicosia, we also offer financial aid to our students. We offer merit-based scholarships based on previous academic performance, based on academic performance at the university, sports scholarships, as well as need-based assistance. Finally, I'd like to bring this presentation to a close by telling you why Cyprus is the best place to study and live. Cyprus has the second best climate in the world, 3 million tourists annually, and 15% of the best beaches in Europe, and is also among the world's 50 most happier countries. And that brings us to the end. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention today. My colleagues Galina and Helen from the admissions department will also be joining me now to answer any questions you may have. All three of us will be more than happy to assist you.
Thank you,
Hello.
Natalie.
Hi.
Good evening, everybody. We're really extremely happy to be here with you and to offer our virtual information sessions to get to know UNIC. And we thank you for your participation. And we believe that this is the only way in the current COVID-19 situation to be next to you, to offer you our support, and to offer all the very important information you need in order to make the most important decision for your life. And starting with that, we see that at the moment, we're ready to answer any questions. So if you have questions, please place them in the comments area under the YouTube video that you're watching. But me and Helen, we can start with some questions that usually come up from students and
Yep.
parents. And of course, the most important question at this very moment for everybody all over the world is, will the University of Nicosia return to classes, and how classes will start in the situation of COVID-19 restrictions? The University of Nicosia is committed that our semester for the fall 2020 will commence on the 28th of September 2020. Therefore, we encourage you to submit your applications on time so we can give you offers, whether you're a transfer or first-time student, and we will start the semester. If regulations are relaxed, we will start with face-to-face, always with the priority of everybody of the community of University of Nicosia at guard, and in terms of that, assuring that we follow all the strict restrictions from the Ministry of Health in Cyprus, gathered and applied to the campus teaching. If the regulations are strict and students will not be able to travel to Cyprus, we guarantee that our semester will commence online. And as you heard from the presentation from Natalie, we have 5 stars for QS online education, which I would like to assure you will offer you the best online education in Europe and worldwide. So that said, we expect your applications, and we commit to commence the year 28th of September 2020. Of course, an immediate question to that, usually parents ask about accommodation. And again, as you've heard from the presentation, we offer stunning opportunities for our accommodation. Our residences 6, U, and Triangle are waiting for you to bring more life on campus if we return on campus. And again, we follow the strict regulation for assuring the safety of our students post-COVID-19 times. So you will be able to enjoy the stunning opportunities these residences offer on campus and enjoy the different areas for dining, relaxing, studying, and enjoying amazing student life. And of course, bringing that, I will give the word to Helen. Maybe she can add a few more questions that we usually deal with.
Definitely. I'd like to also say hello to everyone watching at the moment. And we definitely look forward to hearing from everyone directly. I think a couple of the most important questions that we always get at the Office of Admissions is always regarding courses, and specifically the schedule of classes, what days and what times each of their courses is allocated in, possibly maybe because they're looking at maybe combining work and study together. Each student has their own academic advisor at the University of Nicosia. So they actually work out their schedule with the academic advisor. Each course might be offered several times throughout the week, different times, different days. So as long as they've been given the option there, they're free to select and actually register themselves in the time slot that best suits them. The second question that we usually get, again, as I said previously, relating to courses, is in the case where they actually fail one of their chosen courses, if that would mean that they lose the academic year. Definitely not. Students have two options when it comes to that. They can either register for the same course in the next available semester, or they can actually apply through their academic advisor and resit that final exam during the second examination period in September.
Galina, do you have any in the chat? Can you see anything else?
Yes, I see a question from the person Sing Fei. Welcome, Sing Fei. The
Welcome.
first question Sing Fei has asked is when will the fall semester begins? And the fall semester will begin on the 28th of September this year, 2020. So, Sing Fei, feel free to send us your application if you are ready to apply. The sooner the better, because we will give you our offer and prepare you to start the semester for 28, commencing 2020. We see another question, which is related to accommodation. How much is the monthly living cost in the university in terms of accommodation? And of course, that varies. It depends on the options each student chooses. Depends on the
which building they're allocated in.
Residences. Thank you, Helen.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, Sing Fei, we encourage you to send us an email with your details, and we will forward that to our accommodation office that will give you all the options available so you can make the best decision for your budget plan.
And it might be a good thing to add with regards to accommodation that you can actually start looking at booking your own room once you're actually accepted by the university. This is something that your advisor, again, your admissions advisor, is actually going to guide you through. So that person's going to be bringing you in contact with your point of contact in the accommodation office, and if need be, in any other department of the university as well, so that you'll be guided step by step through all the different phases that you need to go through.
Excellent.
Okay. Thank you very much, Galina. Thank you very much, Helen. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You can see my contact details on this last slide, as well as the contact details of the University of Nicosia Admissions Department. So please feel free to contact me in case you have any questions regarding today's presentation, or if you would like more information regarding a specific program of study. And also, in addition to this, you can use the link provided to book a Skype appointment with one of our counselors.
I actually think there's another question here,
okay.
Which I'm not totally clear about. What distance learning business school courses for baccalaureate are available for the upcoming new academic year this autumn? If the question is regarding to what distance learning undergraduate programs we're offering, we do offer some business related options that we can definitely explore. And if you're currently undertaking the baccalaureate, then you can use that as your entry criteria into the program.
And if I may add here, for the question of Your Majesty regarding the business school courses. We're very proud to let you know that we have a full online BBA program on distance learning mode running as we speak online. Therefore, a student that lives abroad and is not planning to come to Cyprus because of different personal restrictions or challenges, they can take the online mode of the full bachelor degree in business administration, offered completely in English. Again, we encourage you to send us an email to our details provided by Natalie with your personal details so we can contact you and give you information on the specific program that you are interested and then support your application 100% with our expert advice, depending on what will be suited for you.
Something, sorry, Galina, did I cut you off? Sorry.
No, that's okay. Please, I was just going to give the panel to you.
Yeah,
So feel free.
it's just because we've seen a couple of questions here. I would like to bring something up that we've been seeing quite often, more often lately, I'd say, and that's obviously due to the global pandemic situation. We've been getting a lot of questions on whether we accept transfer students to UNIC. Definitely we do. And it's a simple matter of students actually submitting an application for admission. And with that application, they should be sending in their transcript as well as their course descriptions. Once we receive these, we can actually send them off for an official evaluation, and we can actually get a reply back on that within a week's time. So it's actually a very common situation at the university, and we're definitely going to be seeing a lot more transfer students this coming fall semester.
Thank you, Helen. And of course, here, listening you talking about the transfer students, obviously, maybe from our audience, as I can see, there are a lot of students that are currently located somewhere else and are international, meaning not coming from Cyprus. And therefore, very interesting questions we usually hear in our offices is whether the degree from the University of Nicosia is academically recognized worldwide. And of course, Natalie mentioned that in her presentation, but I would just like to assure everybody again that under the regulations in Cyprus, there is a Cyprus Agency for Quality Assurance for accrediting universities at higher education level. And therefore, that body gives accreditation to all our degrees on a bachelor, master, and PhD level. Therefore, all our degrees at the University of Nicosia are academically accredited with the best quality of education, which is assured by the agency. And therefore, students obtaining our degree can proceed to further their education if they choose to travel abroad after completing their degree in Cyprus and continue their education further. And of course, all our degrees are also professionally secured. Therefore, professional qualification, depending on the program, is also assured through the professional bodies. A very good example for that will be our accounting degree with the professional qualification later on that follows, and students can continue on a CCA or the Charter of Accounting, or our engineering degree, which our students, after completing their degree, can obtain professional qualification to become professionally accredited engineers. Therefore, all parents and students watching right now should be assured that they get accredited degree from the University of Nicosia. And of course, a new addition to our high-tech mode, it's that we have assured that all our degrees are also available digitally after completing the degree through our very own first in the world blockchain technology, and therefore all our students after completing their education obtain also credentials from the blockchain, assuring the authentication of their degree, and they can use with the press of a button with this new technology.
Okay.
And talking about that, maybe Helen, you thought of some more questions?
Yes, actually, you mentioned earlier with regards to the application process, which I want to add something to that. But before I do, Singfei just sent another question asking whether
Yes, I just
the
know.
Cyprus visa is free for holders of passports from Singapore. Um, there is an application process and there are fees associated with it when it comes to visas, and these are regulated by the relevant authorities in Cyprus. I do strongly encourage you to reach out to us via telephone, email, and we're going to be able to guide you specifically on what you need to do. All right. So I'll go back to what I wanted to actually add, which Galina kind of opened up before. There's a lot of times we do see a bit of a concern from some of our applicants if they don't have an English language proficiency test. This is not something that should worry students because they are free to take the internal English placement test, which we offer at the University of Nicosia. The test will simply show us in which level you should be placed, and that's it. It is not a pass or fail. It simply shows us your level, so your academic advisor can actually place you in the appropriate course.
Okay.
Excellent.
Galina, can you see anything else there?
I don't see here any new questions. We will give you more minutes. Maybe some other audience will like to place an additional question. But listening to Helen, a few more questions pop into my mind that we usually have in our offices. And of course, one of those questions is very important because we deal with a lot of students from abroad, and there are different qualifications for different countries, etc. So if a student holds a qualification that is different, for example, A levels, international IGCSEs, or maybe international baccalaureate, and students are not sure whether they can apply, we would like to assure that we look at all international qualifications. Just be sure to send us those. We will evaluate with expert knowledge, and we will reach an admission decision and advise you professionally afterwards on the next steps and how to proceed. So we do accept different qualifications, and we look at all these qualifications at the University of Nicosia with best care and attendance. That said, maybe Helen, you have another question that you may share with us.
I was just thinking that we may have given a bit more emphasis on the bachelor degrees and information regarding those. I'll make a quick comment in regards to our postgraduate programs, because obviously we do have a full range of programs offered under the University of Nicosia, both on campus and distance learning. And I think one of the most common questions that we have is regarding the entry criteria, and more specifically, the GPA that somebody needs to have from their degree in order to enter. For that, unfortunately, we would need to get a bit into details because it does depend on the program that you're interested in. Please send us an email. Natalie's got the slide on showing our contact information. let us know what program you're interested in, and that way we can get into specifics.
Excellent. Thank you, Helen. Listening, of course, to what you just have said, and definitely I think we have covered a very large range of questions that students and parents usually have in their minds when they make the most important decision for their education. And one of the most important questions, of course, I believe, comes down to the payments. And obviously, all students can visit our website and see our tuition fees because we have different ranges for the different programs. But of course, a very important question is always about to manage the family budget, the student's budget. And of course, a lot of parents are asking, what are the payment options? Here, I would like to share with you that the University of Nicosia has a very flexible payment option, which allows family to carefully plan and make sure that their budget spreads through the academic year with special care to consider the needs of the family. Therefore, the University of Nicosia offers 10 payment installment option for its students. So in this way, we can support families and the students to plan carefully their budget. And of course, we have a financial aid office that it's always looking at specific needs that students might have or challenges that they might face during the academic year to further support the needs of the family and of the student and examine those as they come in. So it's very important, of course, to mention that. And all that said, I think I will we just received one more question.
There's a couple of questions actually that we
Yes.
haven't answered.
Okay, so we go and answer those, Helen.
Yes. How often students will be tested? Usually the programs, the different courses, they're comprised of both midterms and finals. And of course, I think since this has been asked, it's worth mentioning that somebody's final assessment, their final grade at the end of the semester, is an accumulation of the midterm, the final, and any sort of assignments or presentations that needed to be handed in throughout the semester. And here we have a question. Let me just...
You want me to read it?
I'm reading it now.
I'm not sure that question. Let's try to answer to the best of our ability. And maybe Evio Creator can give us feedback if we answer the question.
I'm going to assume this is actually relating to what I mentioned earlier regarding the English proficiency test. We do have a number of courses that are actually taught in Greek. All right, so it's for those programs, we might not even require you to take the English placement test. But even for those programs which are in English, and of course, we have students every single semester that are stressed about their level of English. They might not have the confidence, all right, to proceed with something like this. For those people, for those students, we just asked you to trust us. We have years of experience in handling these cases. As I said earlier, when you come to the university, you're going to take the English placement test. The test will simply show us your level. It is not, whatever your level is, will not be the reason, will not be a factor in us determining whether you're accepted or not to the university. It will simply help your academic advisor know which level, when it comes to the English courses, which level you will need to be placed in. And then he will be able to make relevant suggestions to you in which other courses you need to be placed in. I think it's worth mentioning as well that even for most of our English, if not all of our English language programs, we offer some of the courses in English and Greek. So you could start off with a combination of both English taught courses and Greek taught courses. And your academic advisor will aim to reduce the number of Greek taught courses for you every semester and gradually increase the English ones. This will allow you to kind of fit in and feel more comfortable in using the language in a spread out time frame. Okay, you won't have to be in a 100% English language environment straight from day one.
Well, let's hope we answered the question for Evil Creator, and if not,
as we said, we can always get an email directly asking us.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
email
Alina and Elena. Thank you so much for your help. And for the rest of you listening to us, please do write to us, do email us, do call us, and please do use the link to contact us on Skype and book an appointment with us. Once again, thank you so much for your participation in the online presentation of the University of Nicosia.
Thank you. And stay
Bye.
safe and stay unique for the fall 2020 semester.